masters, loved ones, teachers, positive ancestors. Give me the overall energy here as it relates to my collective and love. Past energy. What do we need to know at this time? Hi, Jim. Hi, gorgeous. Oh, okay. So I feel this collective going back and forth as it relates to past love. I'm going to read your energy first, and I'm going to read the energy of the person you're connected to. Okay. And again, often we mirror the energy of the person we're connected to. I feel that in this collective. I feel you going back and forth. I feel you like wanting to move forward together and like wanting this relationship to work and wanting to commit to that. And like also being decisive about what you're wanting in love and like wanting progress, wanting movement, wanting to be able to choose this with intention and like feel like your heart is behind that. Thank you, Victoria. Feel like your heart is behind it. Feel like you are fully committed to this. But for some of you, you're having a difficult time fully committing to this because you feel like there's nothing to commit to. Some of you are morally conflicted or like going back and forth because you're like, well, what am I choosing here? Like, can I even choose this? Some of you are having a difficult time making this choice or sticking with this choice because you're in your head about it. And there's something in you that's questioning, you know, are we on the same page? And I do feel like you go back and forth between choosing this and then detaching from this. And I feel like your person's energy is the same. I feel like your person's energy is the same. So there is this conflict here. Love you, Myra. This conflict of committing to this and being like, I know this is my path. I know this is my person. I'm willing to be patient. But then the moment that patience requires a pause or waiting, especially since many of you have waited for some time, that's when you get in your head about it. That's when you start questioning things. And that's when this becomes difficult. And some of you, are kind of like frustrated, maybe even a little bit angry at this person, or maybe even a little bit mad that there has been this period of waiting. The song right now is Rebel Yell. Some of you like could have recently read this person the riot act or like told them off or told them what was what, just because, anytime you feel like you're being stuck in one place or feeling like you're forced to stay in one specific position, eventually you get restless. Thank you so much for the gifties. Eventually you get restless because you don't want to stay stuck in your life. You don't want to stick in this place in which you feel like you're not moving. So that tends to create this like pent up energy, right? That bottled up energy. And where does that bottled up energy go? Sometimes it is voiced to the person you're connected to. Okay. So, and for some of you, you're just starting to own your voice and not so much do so in a way that's pointed towards this person, but like speak up for yourself when things are not going well. Okay. What is the current state of this connection at this time? I feel both of you healing. Okay. I feel both of you healing. This connection came in unexpectedly. And I feel the dark night of the soul that was created here was very intense for both of you. I feel like you both went into this shadow phase of your awakening. I see that for a time you felt like you had to self-isolate to be able to have all these shadows come up to the surface and face them bravely. But it does feel like there was a time in which this connection was so intense that your energy felt like it was difficult to manage. You could have felt like it was very erratic, very volatile. And now I feel like you're finally getting a handle on things, or you feel like you're more in a state of composure. But I also feel like that took this separation for this to happen. Okay. What is the energy on this person's side? What do we need to know? This is somebody who is trying to surrender, but I still feel them clinging to a comfort zone here. Do you know what I'm getting for this energy? Okay. And we are going to look at new love as well. Okay. For this energy that you're connected to, you tried to show this person that they were worthy of love, and they rejected that. They didn't reject you, to be clear. To be clear, listening ears. Okay? They did not reject you. They did not reject you. They rejected the love that you were offering because this is somebody who's unfamiliar with receiving love. This is someone who feels unworthy of being nurtured, unworthy of receiving compassion, kindness. Okay? That's the truth. And nothing but the truth. So help me, RuPaul Charles. So some of you got in your head about it, but it had nothing to do with you. Okay? But now I don't see you in that place and space anymore. I see this collective being more in this empowered energy, recognizing that you need to be strong enough to pull away from someone who's still healing. Because you can't convince someone that they're worthy. You can't convince somebody that they should open their heart to love. That's not an exercise or practice that is ever going to be sustainable. And in fact, if anything, it'll just drain your energy. Okay? Does this person want you? Absolutely. Does this person wish for you? Absolutely. This is somebody who wishes more than anything that they will have an opportunity to fulfill the promise of this connection. But right now, there is a necessary, moment of pause for the two of you to both take a step back. I just heard don't force things. Some of you in the past might have been forcing things. Okay, I'm going to clock some of your tea. Okay? It's not clocking to you that I'm standing on business. But some of you need your tea clocked. Some of you were trying to force things in the past, even though this person was giving you every indication that they were not ready. They were rejecting this wonderful, loving energy. And you took that as an opportunity to try to prove yourself to them. To try to prove yourself in general. That your energy is a beautiful gift and that it's precious. And that it's rare and that it's valuable. You took that opportunity to perform, to put on an even better show. You took that as a challenge. You're like, oh, you didn't like that? How about even more of this love? How about even more of this attention? How about even more of this validation? They're like, nope, still doesn't work for me. You're like, how about this? Didn't work. Didn't work. Okay? It did not work. And that's okay. And that's okay. In that essence, you recognize it had nothing to do with you. It had nothing to do with you. Okay? And I see you now being strong enough to know that you need to detach. Does this person wish for you? Do they dream about you? Do they see you as a beautiful gift at the end of this journey that you're on? Absolutely. They receive messages every day that tell them that they need to clear this karmic debt in their life. They need to learn these lessons in order to be able to move out of the state of creating conflict in your relationship. They want this. They do. They absolutely do. But they're not brave enough right now. They're not brave enough right now. Because for some of you, for this person to move out of this state of energy, they have to be able to move into a place in which they're willing to be seen without, exercising or offering a service. For some of you, this is somebody who's attached themselves so closely to an old identity that if they don't have that identity, if they can't do things for others, then they don't know who they are. And frankly, y'all mirror this person, okay? It's not clocking to you that I'm standing on business. You mirror this person. For a long time, you didn't know who you were if you weren't offering someone to something. You saw yourself as a mirroring back of what other people saw in you. That was how you dictated your value. That is how you knew that you were worthy. That is how you knew that you were lovable. What was mirrored back to energies outside of you. Y'all were mirroring each other. And I say that because this is not a game of protagonist-antagonist. I am very reticent to use language that implies this person has a power over you or that you were a victim and they were the victor, because that is not the case here. The two of you connected in this beautiful moment of soul mirroring. That is the truth. There is pure love here. There is. And I don't agree with that show, but they do love you. There is love here. But there's also a lot of pain. There's a lot of trauma. There are a lot of wounds. And I will tell you what love is not. Love is not forcing someone to accept your love. Love is not forcing someone to make a decision. Love is acknowledging that someone deserves the gift and the privilege of being able to heal and evolve and transform so they can meet you where they are. That is love. Okay, that is love. But in this instance, it is about you focusing this love on yourself, giving yourself this beautiful energy, being empowered in this moment, and actually feeling for many of you that the more you do resist getting back into this old, toxica telenovela, the back and forth, the hot and cold, the dynamic, the cat and mouse game, the runner chaser dynamic, before you even get tempted to get back in that. Put all that energy back in yourself. You take all that energy back as a form of power, because it is a form of power. And as you gain that form of power and start to focus on this activation of your higher self, you start to see results. You start to feel more confident. You start to experience the embodiment of a new identity. Your energy has shifted. The rewiring is in progress. Most of you are already starting to feel this and sense this. Okay? But the song was, Don't Stop Believing. Should my collective believe in this connection? Yes. Yes. But in this instance, it feels like what you need to believe in as a priority is the opportunity to be able to gain a healing benefit. Okay? For the opportunity to be able to invest this energy in yourself. I don't want you to focus on who you used to be here or who this person used to be, because both of you have not been that person for a long time. You have not been that person for a long time. For both of you, you have shifted into new identities. You have healed. You have transformed. You are now offering yourself everything that you deserve. You feel like you're in a very peaceful place in your life. You are open to receive the right energy. It's not clocking to you. that I'm standing on business. It's true. You are ready to receive the right energy. You are open to receive an energy that can meet you where you are, that can match you vibrationally. You are open, but you are qualifying the offers here, right? You are actually assessing what is coming through. You actually have determinants. You have discernment. This is an energy of, okay, I'm going to evaluate what you're offering before I simply just accept it. Okay? So again, this could be, love you, Dawn. This could be the energy of this person as they continue to evolve and shift to the extent where they're coming through with a brand new energy. Or this could be someone new. For some of you, it's about just trusting that what is coming forward is going to be exactly what you need. Does this collective trust? Some of you do trust, yes, but, and it's a big but, okay? Some of you trust, but you feel tempted by this person because, again, it's almost as if you feel you need them to satisfy this ascension journey, or you feel like this path towards what you deserve or what you desire is somehow inextricably linked to them. Even if you just feel like you need them to heal, even if you just feel like you need them to continue to level up, even if you just feel comparatively you want to be able to understand where you are energetically versus where they are on the journey and path. There's a part of you that still feels tempted to stay connected because you feel you need something here. Okay? You feel you need something here. And do you need something here? I mean, for most of you, what you need right now is to return this energy to yourself, to start to feel a sense of renewal, which for many of you, you are experiencing. Okay? So what is this person's intentions towards the long term with my collective? This person does love you. Okay? I want you to not be asking that question anymore because because all of us readers are sick of hearing it. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. We're only mildly sick of hearing it. This person loves you. Okay. For those who are even asking that question, that tells me again, you need to heal. Okay. Because this person has always loved you. For some of you, this person has told you their feelings. They've expressed this to you, or they've shown you where you feel that, or you know that. And you're still asking this question. Okay. Yes, they have always loved you. They will always love you. Okay. But they have burdens here they have to address. For some of you, you've already addressed these burdens in your life. And right now, the burdens they're still carrying are burdens you don't want to carry. You have just lightened your load. For some of you, like you're just starting to feel free and excited and open. That's where I want you to focus. I want you to focus on new energy here, not necessarily new love, but a willingness to trust that there is an adventure ahead. Okay. I want you to get your spark back. I want you to get your groove back, Stella. I want you to open up to what could be. And I want you to stop, trying to overly create like this editorial energy of your life. Or I want you to stop trying to co-conspirate with the universe or co-innovate with the universe to the extent where you start to actually restrict your path. Some of you are being too constrained in the way that you're manifesting. You're focusing only on manifesting this specific energy, but not in terms of the energy that could actually be more healing for you. Okay. Aw, cute. Final advice on this specific energy. What do we need to know? Okay. Right now, anything in your life that keeps you stuck or that prevents you from growing, like we saw initially, is something that you need to transcend. So it doesn't matter what it is or what it looks like. Okay. And this person needs to do the same. Might I remind you that the two of you are mirroring each other, that the two of you are on a shared journey. So as you transcend these old narratives and stories and belief systems, that you are not needing to accept scarcity in your life, that you don't have to accept less than what you deserve, this energy does so as well. Okay. And yes, in this moment, you are moving beyond a period of suffering, moving beyond a period of lack, moving beyond an energy that does keep you in a state in which you are stuck accepting less than what you deserve. So have the courage and bravery to be able to manifest this new beginning for yourself. In the long term, I truly do believe a new cycle will emerge. But this is an individual that needs to come forward with clarity and certainty and like solid intentions. This is an individual that needs to come in and fight for you and like put their neck out on the line and like actually defend and claim this relationship. And I feel up until this time, they haven't done so. They haven't done so. Okay. And to be fair, they had other things that they had to address. So I truly feel like in the past they couldn't have. And I don't say that to give them an out. I say that because you both have to focus on your independent paths. But the advice for this collective, focus on the balance within your own energy. Okay? This is not so much about saying, I'm going to remove you from my existence forever, but this is about saying, I trust that what is coming for me is exactly what I need and exactly what I deserve. Okay? So, I hope that message was helpful for my collective. Sending so much love, positive energy, and abundance. If you enjoyed that collective message, 1111 down below. We are also going to do some new love messages as well. Yes, Miss Peachy. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. You're so welcome, my love. For those who are asking about the list, I have one spot left. One spot left on the list. Oh, wait. Let me just make sure before I communicate that. Okay, yes, I have one more spot. One more spot left. If you guys are wanting to get on the list, one more spot left. You know what to do. It is in my profile. Love or career readings are 26. Soulmate twin flame readings are 36. Full year readings 46. Uno mas. Okay? Yes, I do free questions after the collective readings always. We're not doing free questions right now. We're not doing free questions right now. I will let you know when we are doing them. Because they are free, I get to decide when they happen and for how long they happen. Spirits, angels, and guides, ascended masters, loved ones, teachers, positive ancestors, overall energy here around my collective for new love. What do they need to know at this time? No, Andrea, I got you. I got you. Okay. Some of you, it's like you're open to new love, but there is this energy here of like, yeah, feeling isolated. Feeling isolated. Yes, I am. Damn right. But yeah, there's this energy here of new love where it's like, you're open, but you feel isolated. You feel kind of stuck. It's like intuitively feel something is coming in and you're anticipating something come in. Some of you are like manifesting actively or spiritually calling a new energy in. But I also feel this energy of like questioning when and yet feeling a little bit lonely and like desiring connection and companionship. So you are sensing that things are about to change, but for some time there has been this feeling of being isolated, and not just romantically, platonically as well. Okay? But there's a very strong connection for most of you coming in. This is a spiritual connection that feels different from spiritual connections of the past. For some of you, you experienced, I have one space left, Marty. You experienced a karmic relationship in the past, could have also been a false twin flame, that set you on this course of self-reflection and healing and hibernation station. But now you are ready. You're ready for a connection that does feel like divine love, higher love, but you see nothing at this time. It's like crickets. It's crickets. Okay. So you're ready, but it feels like the universe has not necessarily delivered just yet. Okay. What do we need to know about this new spiritual connection that is coming in for this collective? For some of you, it is a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Okay. I've got the initial N, so that could be first, middle, or last. Rolling A. This connection feels healing in the sense where prior connections maybe were triggering, like to initiate the opportunity to heal. This is an energy that feels more peaceful. Like it feels like a love that is slower and safer, softer, more gentle. There's more trust. There's openness between the two of you. Okay. I feel this person coming in August. It doesn't feel like July energy, but early August is significant. Okay. Leo season. I feel this person really matching you energetically to the extent where this relationship feels like it flows. I feel as well, this is someone who does come in as essentially an initiation of a new cycle for you. Because again, for some time, many of you were in this state of fearing love or holding back from love because to some degree, you did not fully trust because of what you'd experienced in your past. And to others, you just felt you weren't ready. You had more things to work on. You wanted to work on yourself. You actually wanted to have alone time for some of you. Like that was something that actually felt good and felt true to you energetically in the past. Okay. For some of you, this is a Libra. Okay. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, or water sign. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. You could also be a Libra. You could also be a water sign. What do we need to know though about the potential for this relationship? Yeah, there is chemistry here. Definitely. Okay. There's chemistry here. I feel this energy of somebody who really, again, comes in as the antithesis to even the way that you have experienced an early relationship in the past. So this is somebody who will be very forthcoming, transparent with you, good communicator, somebody who will seek to be able to create movement in the relationship, someone who will guide things forward. Like it feels like everything they do really builds trust with you, really builds trust with you. I'm feeling this energy here of they could work in the medical field. There could be some type of connection, or you could work in the medical field. Okay. And again, the initial N is significant. Okay. This feels like brand new. I'm not seeing this being a past energy. Okay. Do we meet this person online? So I heard no. For some of you, this is somebody that you meet in person. Just because for some, you've kind of given up on meeting someone online. You feel like the online environment is just not conducive to forming a genuine connection. There is this frustration. There is this feeling of like overwhelm and like hopelessness and kind of wanting to check out from that environment. Okay? Check out from that environment. So you're open to discovering something new, but I also feel like you're not focusing on dating apps, or you're not wanting to do online dating. And that actually feels like it is the right decision. It feels like it's the right decision. I feel for many of you, this is about allowing someone to come to you. Okay? And it is going to be a slower pace of relationship, but it actually feels like that's what you need at this time. Okay? What is the long-term potential for this relationship though? Oh, dang. This is a relationship that could be something long-term. That could be something committal. I definitely feel this person will put in the work. Will put in the work to make things work with you. Okay? I feel this energy of like investing in this and like investing in getting to know each other, investing in exploring each other. In the past, I don't feel like you did this. I feel like there was always this like rush to make assumptions or rush to choose someone maybe before you even evaluated them. Right? So allow yourself to just observe this person. And like spend the time investing in the relationship, getting to know them, like building up that natural rapport and compatibility and connection through trust, like through mutual respect, understanding, trust. That's a new way of approaching a relationship. For most of you, you've never really approached a relationship this way or courting this way, because in your history, there was just a desire to make a relationship work, or to be able to solidify things, maybe before you even asked yourself whether that was what you truly wanted. And in your history, I feel for many of you, you were more focused on getting chosen than choosing. Now, you have the luxury of choice. See that shift? See the importance of that distinction? Now you actually get to choose. What actually does feel true to you? What does align with your values? What is the foundation that you want to create for a relationship? What is the ideal partner for you for the future? What do you truly want as the cornerstone of your life? Because the partner that you choose within your life has a strong impact on all different areas of your life. Okay? So the advice is to be open to exploring this, but again, from an open-ended energy. Do not be constrictive. The issue with this collective in the past, constrictive energy, forcing things or creating this mechanism of control because you just wanted to be chosen, or you just wanted things to work, or you just wanted to be able to make progress. But to some degree, again, that almost falsified the system. It wasn't based on your emotional needs, based on, authentic compatibility. Now you have the ability to assess this. Okay? Final advice moving forward for this collective in love and otherwise. Listen, you have been rebuilding your life brick by brick. Okay? And it's important for you to stay rooted and grounded even when you start to date. Some of you just need to test that you can continue to use your discernment, or that you'll be able to be in the state in which you can operate differently than you have in the past. Stay grounded, stay rooted, stay connected to the earth. Do not allow yourself to become, again, uprooted or disconnected or detached from everything that you've learned and gained on your healing path. And know as well that in this instance, you will be tested. It could be destabilizing, at least for a moment. But that's also part of the process of healing, not just to do your healing work, because we can all heal when we're behind closed doors in a controlled environment with a journal and, our healing frequencies on and this ideal state in which we're not connecting to people. The real test of your healing is when you start to connect interpersonally, because that's when you're forced to put what you've learned and evolved and gained into practice, into motion. So for this collective, yes, it is about allowing yourself to dream and journey and experience, but attempt to stay grounded in the process of doing so, okay? And see from the perspective of all that you're desiring. See from the perspective of what you are creating for your life foundationally, as opposed to focusing on just specifically what this partner offers. I want you to look at your life as a landscape and framework, right? I want you to look at your life in all of these areas, right? That is also a very attractive quality, and a way to be able to amplify your manifestation is to be able to have a full, robust life, and a life that has different pillars and different areas and categories and areas of interest and ambitions and dreams and desires. Not to be singly focused on a romantic partner as a solution to our happiness and our fulfillment. To be able to have this full life that has all of these areas of opportunity or focus. That is how you can attract a partner that is also going to match you. That is also how you're going to attract a partner that is going to see your value instantly. But it's also upon you to decide that that partner fits into your life. Again, back to you being able to choose. Back to you being able to determine whether this person can add value to this beautiful life that you've already built for yourself. Okay? You've already built this beautiful life for yourself. Do they meet the muster? Can they essentially meet that high bar? Do they meet that criteria? Can they add value? Do they help you grow or evolve? Okay. I think we get too hung up on the idea of romantic compatibility, and we focus less on whether this is somebody you want to build with, whether you want to grow with, whether this is someone that you want to learn through. That is what you're going to spend a majority of your relationship doing. Okay. Compatibility is great, but if someone's not willing to put in the work, if they're not willing to put in the effort, what does that compatibility do for you? Compatibility can exist in a vacuum. It's the real life effort and commitment and conviction and dedication and loyalty and choosing you and tenacity and drive and how they show up and whether they're willing to get their hands dirty and whether they're willing to face those difficult times in life, because it's not always going to be perfect. That's how you choose a partner. Okay. Do they stick it out for you? Do they ride or die for you? That's how you choose a partner. That's how you choose a partner. Anybody can love you when you are doing everything for them in your youngest, most attractive years, and you are essentially a very high-class courtesan, and they are so captivated by you and your energy and your beauty and everything you offer. It's when the rubber meets the road, when things actually get challenging. A partner is what you're looking for. So can they hack it in a partnership? Can they actually be one half of that partnership? Only you can decide. Okay? So I hope that message was helpful for my collective, sending so much love, positive energy, and abundance. If you enjoyed that collective message, if you resonated, 444 down below. Let's dance. Go on your red shoes and dance the blues. I love you, Petit. You're so cute. Let's dance to the sound of playing on the radio. Okay.